What's up, guys? I thought that since first of all, Happy New Year's to everybody, and I hope you had a great Christmas. And because of the New Year, a lot of people are doing best of stuff, and I thought about doing one for video games, but what happened is I didn't really buy that much stuff this year that I could actually make a list. I was thinking about a top 5 list. I have played more than 5 games this year, but it's just that I don't think those games are really games that I would put in a top 5 of like the whole year if I haven't even really played uh, every single game from the year. But something that I like to do is watch movies, which to be honest, I like it more than playing video games or anything really. I mean, it's the one thing I really like to do, and that I do every day. And I have made a little top 5 list of my favorite movies that came out this year, and I think we should start with number 5. We have Limitless, which is a great movie with Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro. It's basically about this guy who finds this drug, basically, that activates 100% of his brain instead of the usual 10, and he gets addicted to it, and then they show his misadventures without it and his adventures with it. Yeah, so basically this guy has no fears, no real like no real challenge. I mean, I think he learned like Italian in 2 days. He learned, I think, Chinese in like 2 days. He did some crazy stuff. But that was a great movie, Limitless. If you like more of an action kind of a movie, or like more of a serious kind of movie, I would recommend Limitless. Next up, we have Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill, which I think everybody is talking about this movie right now. It's the one with the baseball team. I don't really watch baseball, so I thought that I wasn't really gonna like it, but it was number 4 on my list. If you don't like baseball, you should give this a try. It's a good movie. It's a great story about, I think it's Oakland A's or something. How they sold all of their good players and then got the good players that were more underrated players, and then like a made a team, and then what, like 20 games in a row or something like that. And that's not a spoiler. That's actually I think it's based on a real story or something like that. I think I know there's a book on it, and I'm pretty sure it must be true. I mean, yeah, it's probably a true story. I mean, I don't really know anything about baseball, so I don't really can judge. But it's probably based on a true story, because they wouldn't make that film if it wasn't. Number 3 is to be honest, top 3 mine are all indie movies. I think these all were at Sundance Film Festival, the beginning of the year. I think so. I'm pretty sure they were at Sundance. And number 3 is Another Earth, which, if you remember watching the trailer, where it's all about how next to the moon there's a huge Earth, like Earth 2, and it's a lot less science fiction than you would think. It's a lot of drama in the movie, and basically what happens is in this other Earth, there's another you. You are in the other Earth, and I mean, you did the same decisions, and you had the same choices that you did here on this Earth, the other you did on the other Earth. And it was really interesting, and it was fun to watch. It was a great movie. Number two was another movie that I didn't really think I would like. It was Win-Win. It's about the high school wrestling team. I don't really like wrestling either, but it's a lot more than wrestling. It's about this kid and this guy who basically has so much, so he's gone through so much, even though he's like so young, and it's about how he deals with his stuff, and then a whole family takes. He basically starts living at his coach's house, and I don't really want to spoil anything because these movies probably think like only one of these movies, and that was Limitless, were movies that I didn't really know the plot line before, and that's really good because I don't really want to give out, because it's a lot more fun for me to just jump into a movie. But Win-Win was really good. I would recommend it to anyone, really. And number one, my favorite movie of this year was The Art of Getting By with Freddie Highmore, Emma Roberts, and Michael Angarano. It was a very predictable plot, but has a nice twist at the end, and a lot going on in this movie. There's a lot going on in this movie. It's really amazing. It's just about these high school kids, and yeah, it's a great movie. Please check it out. That one is amazing, and everybody's hating on it. Rotten Tomatoes, I think it's 38% or something like that. Like, don't read that stuff. I mean, it's a great movie, and I watch a lot of movies, so it wouldn't be number one for no reason at all. So, anyways, please put down what your favorite movies were down below, and just so you guys know, I did watch Harry Potter. I did watch, more of the blockbuster and good movies, and there is a difference between good and favorite. I mean, I would say, I mean, if I would have to say the best movies of 2011, my list would be totally different. But these are my favorite, and the movies that I personally enjoyed the most, and that I had the most fun with watching. And if you have any questions really, or any suggestions on what your favorite movie was this year, or what the best movie was this year, the last year now, just comment down below, and I'll see you soon.